So you're gonna tape me?
Yeah, right
saying
now.
This? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh dear, oh dear. And it may.
Oh, what? It's from the start.
I think I passed out bags, I'm not sure, but I did work in the Vasaloppet sales building.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, at headquarters. At headquarters,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
did that.
Everybody who comes for this, what they've done for their volunteerism, and any anecdotal story you might want to think about.
I was indoctrinated into it. My family's been part of it since the beginning, so
Yeah.
and I'm the dynamic fill-in.
What year did you start, would you think?
Way back in the beginning.
Really? Okay.
We worked out on the trails,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
cut wood,
Yeah.
built trails. And Glenn Johnstone would come by and tell us to move the trail. So we do it again.
Oh, really?
So long time ago.
Well, I was in that timing booth. You know, they had this trailer like in front of Stalky's.
Starting work.
I'm ready.
It kind of is like pancake batter, and I want you to close your mouth and your eyes. And when I tell you, when it starts to set up, ooh, this is pretty nice. This is nice and thick.
Fundraising, I guess. I don't know. Anything that Rita made me do, which is building temporary bridges. I worked at, when we had the tornado, taking the trees down. I mean, that was quite a
Were out at the soup stop.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 years we did that.
Okay.
Then one of the years, I think that we did that, we had guests.
As recently, I've been one of the announcers, so I got assigned a shift, just cheering people in to the finish line and announcing their names and all that sort of stuff. I've done some trail work as well.
You want to get that cotton, Chuck?
It is here. It's
Oh,
here.
you got it. Oh, you're too quick for us now.
No, that was Susan, and then.
Vasaloppet came into my life when I took a nice lady on her first date to a Vasaloppet. I was not volunteering for Vasaloppet at the time, but I remember we sat on the bench in front of the library and drank wine and ate crackers and salmon spread and watched the skiers. And I learned I have done soup stops, and soup stops are pretty cool because some skiers grab the soup on the fly and some stop and sip. And
I moved here 7 years ago or so, and I quickly got roped into coaching the ski team, which is good. I wanted to do that, and I was excited about that. And then I guess I didn't do a whole lot with the Vasaloppet that first year, but I was so excited. I lived right in downtown, and I remember we were telling the story today, but the heavy equipment started coming in, and I started looking out my window, seeing what was going on, and they turned my road into a ski trail, and I knew I was living in the right town then. So.
Okay, we're gonna feel my hands all over your face.
It'd be fun, you know,
Stuff.
that too, but.
We have hosted various families in our home, and we hosted the same family for 12 continual years.
Wow.
Until their baby graduated from high school. I've also helped Dennis with soup stops.
Yeah, okay.
So now he just helps, yeah. Never mind what he does.
Yeah, because we already did him. Yeah. It's all you, yeah.
And then we hosted Swedish families a few years.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
One of the men skiers talked so fast and his wife kept saying, "Du just språka sakta så han kan förstå du."
Come again, Bill?
Which is?
You have to talk slower so he can understand you. My grandmother, that's one thing I keep repeating. I was sitting on her lap, jabbering away, and she told me the same thing.
Did she?
Du just språka svenska så jag kan förstå du.
Very,
And the last few years, I've been a forerunner on the classic trail, and I did it in order for me to get done with the race before the rest of the skiers catch up to me. I have to start before dawn.
Smoothing the streets down.
Primary involvement was with road crossing coordination. And it took about 90 people to do that. And with a turnover of like 30 people a year. So it was hosted regularly back in that era.
Okay.
And actually, Susan, King Vasa Day is long gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was unfortunate, but that was a real fun part to.
It was.
And when we had a Dala folk dance group, we were active with that.
It is, just like painting. And then we had some fun.
You want to lift this spatula?
Oh, gosh. Looking good. There.
Oh, my. Ooh.
Looks just like you.
Yeah, it does. I can tell. Exactly.
One hair.
Oh, wow.
Here, we'll get a. We'll keep it for posterity.
You look so beautiful.
But I never thought when we'd get that off the ground, we're gonna have this 58 kilometer and what we're gonna duplicate that. And to get the properties, I thought, they'll never get that permission for that length of race. And Glenn, you knew all the people.
Put your hair with it. You okay there? All right.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. That's super cool.
And I don't think I've ever seen the start of the race because ever since we moved to town, we've been on a soup stop or out in the mix of things. And so I've as a Lions Club member, I was the soup stop coordinator for about 9 years.
I've worked in the office putting packets together. I've done packet pickup and cheering.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. And you're the 50-year Crown School, I hear.
I am. Very proud to be, yes.
Okay.
I worked soup stop last year.
Oh, you did?
Well,
Okay.
no problem then.
Anything that you
Yeah.
would like to say about soup stops?
It was cold, but it was fun. and I got blueberry soup on me.
Lions Club past president, so I've been involved with the soup stops for as long as I've lived here, since '95.
Okay.
And it started with the snow farming crew a little bit last year. So.
And I think we're going to go up above.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I've been involved with the Vasaloppet since I was pretty young. I mean, not only skiing, but also working with Bob Gorham and Bernie Manthe, working on trails all summer.
Okay. Oh,
Bob would come pick me up and we'd go out.
Bob drove you out? Okay. Are there a bunch of stories right there?
Oh, Bob's crazy.
Yeah,
Bob's crazy.
I've been a volunteer for the Vasaloppet for many years, usually working at the headquarters.
Yeah.
And now this year, I'm going to be helping out in the announcer's booth.
Cool.
Because this lady happens to know quite a few people from Warren.
It's been over 20 years, I think.
Okay.
I've been working road crossing.
Wow.
So, for this hand, I want you to go like you're holding a flask.
Okay.
Up here like
okay.
this? Okay. And then, how will you hold the top of the
Like
shovel?
she is, like this. Oh, do you need my cane?
No, I'm good.
Okay, then, okay.
It does get cold out on the road, though.
Okay, yes. Were you shoveling with Bill then too? Or?
We did that first, and then I moved into the building.
What, are we holding a piece of paper? Or what?
Yeah.
You don't need much room.
Can we count again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're doing a great job, Buck.
I think it must have been about 1994 or 93. Did the blueberry stuff. And it was relax a little bit too, because it's like birthing a baby.
Not for guys like you.
Ooh, yeah, that was
It's a boy!
Always will.
Well, originally, my land north of town was used for the trail. And then I was a trail leader. They had maintenance crews. And I don't really remember what years that was.
Okay, it was really, really early.
I know it was. I know it was.
And the names were of trees then?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Starting when you were a kid.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in Vasaloppet?
Well, from a pretty young age, it was through, Dad's been on the board for as long as I can remember. And then Bob Gorham would always come up with good ideas, and we'd always get roped into fulfilling his good ideas, whatever that happened to be. Anything from the Dodge to the cleat tracks to the mowers to the ASB stuff to anything and everything.
I don't do anything. That's why I never signed up to do this. I take care of children while the guys go out and other things. But as far as, yeah, we contribute monetarily in our equipment, but it's really Don that does all the stuff.
You're going to wiggle the fingers,
Get them loose.
get them loose, and then you're going to follow the path out.
Yeah, relax your hands.
Relax, yes. Well, that was pretty easy.
That was all my grease on there.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's good. Did it do okay?
Can you tell?
There's fingers and a thumb.
Look deeper.
Yeah, your hand does float. Oh, I can feel it rising.
You can bring it down and touch the bottom again if you like.
The primary volunteering is working the finish line. And whatever that entails. While it's a fundraiser, I've always been nominated as the cashier.
That's right. That's right.
As the
Okay, now, this is the fun part. It's filling up, it's filling up. Now it's gonna
11 at the time in Boy Scouts, and we helped park cars at the start of the race, And then the finish of the race was at Hovland's place. I mean, it didn't come all the way into town. It stopped right across
by
from
the trees.
Yeah, the trees there by Hovland's place, or across from Hovland's place. But I parked cars to start, and then went down to the other end to kind of help out there too. But I can remember actually climbing up into some trees. Again, Boy Scouts wise, I wasn't the only one, but we were trying to see the first skiers kind of come in, that type of thing. So we were up in the trees, but yeah.
And to the pre-ski, and typically I'm from the 7K mark into town. So skiing the last leg and across the lake and up Bell Tower Hill.
Okay.
Right. But we're getting off and picking up twigs and leaves, and so just we're kind of the last ones to go in after the final groomer.
Okay.
Can do two, and the other one can be, like holding the fence or holding the stake.
Okay, I don't have any vision of it. You just tell me what you want me to do.
Well, you got a good idea.
I've just helped out in the office. Well, I've taken some of the orders, I've assembled some of the medals, kind of a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So,
Okay. We could do that. We could have a ribbon and a medal, and you can be putting it together.
Okay.
So think about how you have your hands when you do that.
And then every Saturday, my sister and I we worked the same hour shift every year for about, 10, 12 years.
Oh.
It was like, yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.
And what was that you did that?
The retail and
Okay,
handing
sure.
out packets and on Saturday morning.
Okay.
That's why you're here too, for the grandkids, don't you?
No, it's because you kept after me.
Don't say that.
So mainly it was like packet pickup and answer phones at, Nordic, what do we call it? Headquarters. Yeah, headquarters, downtown. Yeah. That was fun. A lot of fun.
Oh.
And people would come in, and that's in the days when we had winter and there was snowbanks everywhere. And they'd be, then we hosted people a few times, and that was excellent fun. Turned out they were from Sweden.
Oh. Okay.
So then that's a friendship
connection.
that lasted even on to now. So
I've worked road crossings and soup stops and helped with Vasaloppet and helped in the office. Pretty much. Well, when you work for Pat for 20 years, you kind of did a few things now and then. So,
And we go to the cross, we would get up early in the morning and shovel snow onto the road. We did that for many years.
Oh, really?
We did. Yeah. And then we did become landowners a few years back.
So people were tired.
People are so tired. And you tell them, you know, we would yell, "You're almost there," you know, and then so, almost there means different things to different people. So sometimes somebody would, you know, you'd see them later at the dance or in the crystal or something, and they'd say, "You lied to me. I wasn't almost there," you know. So.
Job?
Yeah. Are you a shoveler for the snow?
I
or-
say I was an entertainer, handing out food. We had food at our road
See,
crossing.
ours always did the bonfire.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had a bonfire. We roasted brats and
Oh, wow.
coffee and cookies and
You were a
whatever.
welcome stop.
Yeah. Yep.
Where was this?
Up on 8, just south of 3.
So interesting.
Okay, well, it's not a stretch to say that the Vasaloppet has changed my life. Sunday afternoons were happy to help me learn the basics of how to ski and YouTube and all that, and I've just started to love doing it such that it made me want to be in shape year round. At some point, I've decided it's time to start giving back a little bit to this organization that's meant so much to me.
Vasaloppet Trail.
My kids
But
both.
we've all worked at soup stops.
Okay.
And then through 4-H on like the bag Retrieval thing was one of our fundraisers, so we would assign numbers and get them their bags back to them.
Oh yeah, across from my grandma's house, we just like passed out cookies and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you able to keep warm?
No. Soup stands that help like carry the kids up the hill on the mini moped and stuff.
I've done that.
Well,
We do the road crossing.
the road crossing for the fat tire bike race, yeah. There's a little soup, or not, I wouldn't say soup, but it's a little snack stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, good. On a Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're a Sunday worker.
Plus, I get to give rides to the skiers on the Vasaloppet. Yeah, bring them to the start or pick them up from the finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you bet.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of exactly the halfway point of the 35-kilometer race. So
Oh, it is.
when I ski the race, when I'm home, I'm halfway.
I'm in the car racing between back-to-back